you Martha Green, Richie's wife?
Yes, that's my name. Can I help you with something?
Oh, good. I was worried you wouldn't respond. My name is April. You don't know me, but I'm Richie's secret lover. Nice to meet you.
Huh? Excuse me.
Oops, did I catch you off guard with that?
By Richie, should I assume you mean my husband, Richard?
Yeah, that's him. We've been engaged in a passionate love affair behind your back, doing this and that behind closed doors whenever he stays late at the office. We have a deep connection to each other.
Is that so? I'm not really following what exactly is going on here, but assuming you're telling the truth, is it safe to say that my husband is cheating on me and you're the woman he's cheating with?
Wrong! First of all, it's not cheating if I'm his favorite, so please don't call it that. We have a much closer relationship than you could ever understand.
Well, no matter how you want to phrase it, at the end of the day, Richard is married to me. So if you're truly engaged in a romantic relationship with him, then that's cheating, and that makes you the other woman.
You just don't get it, do you, you old lady? Richard actually loves me. He sure doesn't love you from what I've heard, so maybe you don't understand what that's like. And just so you know, Richard will do anything for me. He adores me. Between me and you, I'm obviously his favorite. If anything, you're the one who's cheating, hag. You should be calling yourself the other woman.
How about you calm down a bit? What you're saying doesn't make a bit of sense.
Old hag, old hag.
Just how old are you anyway? You're acting like a grade schooler.
Don't be stupid. Of course I'm not in grade school. I'll have you know I'm a working woman. In fact, for your information, I'm actually Richie's company supplier.
Oh, is that right? So that's how you met him?
That's right. When he came to the office one day, I just happened to be passing him in the corridor and he immediately fell in love at first sight. Not that I can blame him, that is.
That's a bit hard to believe, but okay then. Moreover, assuming that you are actually Richard's girlfriend, then what could you possibly have to talk to me about?
I'll cut right to the chase. I want you to divorce him. I'm going to marry Richie and be his wife, so we want you out of the picture first.
Ah, I see. I thought it might be something along those lines.
He deserves so much better than an ugly old woman like you. Don't you feel bad for holding him down all these years? Richie should be with a young, beautiful woman who'll take care of him and make him happy. So you need to set him free already. Just divorce him already and get out of our lives.
Okay, I get the point. You want me to divorce Richard. You can settle down. But I want to make a few things clear, April. It's not going to be quite as simple as me hearing your story and saying, okay, no problem, and disappearing. This is a divorce we're talking about, okay? So I will be asking for alimony and child support, and this is an at-fault state, so he'll probably be keeping less than half of our assets. I also have a son in elementary school and a daughter in middle school, so I'll be charging money for their education and so on. We need to get all of that sorted out before the divorce can go ahead, just so we're clear.
So you're telling me that you want money to divorce him? Talk about a greedy old woman. Fine then, if that's what it takes. How about $100,000?
Excuse me?
I'll pay you $100,000 since you insist so much on getting money out of this. Happy now? So hurry up and divorce him already.
Are you sure that's not a typo?
Nope, $100,000 to divorce him.
Is your head all right? I mean, 100,000. Can you really pay that? Are you the daughter of an oil tycoon or something like that?
No, of course not. Don't be silly. I come from a normal middle-class family. I could never afford to pay $100,000.
So what are you saying exactly?
Isn't it obvious? I'm not gonna pay. He is.
You mean Richard?
Exactly. He loves me, so I know he'll pay for me if I ask him to. I mean, he is the company president after all. The company president of Green Corp.
Well, something like that, I guess. Do you really think he can pay $100,000?
Of course he can. Don't underestimate your own husband, lady. He's like super, super rich. Green Corp is a multi-million-dollar corporation, you know? That's why he can afford to take me to Michelin-star restaurants on fancy dates or stay at 5-star hotels and resorts. And he buys me presents all the time, too. He's bought me handbags from high-end fashion stores and branded clothes and wallets and jewelry made of real gold and silver. He even bought me a new car when I asked him.
Did he really spend all that on you? That sounds like a lot.
I know, right? He's like the perfect boyfriend. I bet he's never bought anything like that for you. But I guess it just goes to show how much he loves me. He'll buy me anything I want to keep me happy. To a guy like that, paying things like alimony or child support or whatever is just pocket change. That's how it is when you're the company president.
I see. Well, that's given me a lot to think about, I suppose. Anyway, I want to talk with both of you in person about the divorce to get everything figured out. Can you come to the Hawaiian restaurant near the public library this Saturday to discuss things? Richard will be there, of course.
That sounds like a pain in the butt. No thanks. Richard can handle everything to do with the divorce and the money. And I don't really want to deal with an angry old lady on a Saturday. You understand, right?
Is that right? Well, in that case, we'll settle everything just the two of us. Are you fine with that?
Yeah, whatever. Just make it quick. Then you'll leave us alone, won't you, old hag?
Well, if that's how you want it.
Hey, old hag. Long time no speak. Guess what? Richie and I filled in our marriage certificate today.
I see.
To tell the truth, I wanted to have a big ceremony for our special day, but Richie was worried that you might run into the church screaming objections or something. He said we can have a proper ceremony in the spring anyway. So for now, he's just gone down to the city hall to submit the registration himself. We wouldn't want you to interrupt our day of celebration.
You really think I would? Sorry, but I don't have that much spare time.
So now I'm officially the wife of Green Corp's company president. I'll be hanging out with only the upper echelons of society from now on. I wonder how many millions we can spend on the ceremony. I was thinking it might be nice to have it in the south of France or maybe Italy. And for our honeymoon, we could do a 3-week trip across the globe, staying in 5-star hotels. You might even see us in the news.
Who knows?
So, since you guys have officially split up, you can move out of Richie's house already. If you don't leave, then where am I supposed to go? Just admit your defeat and stop clinging to your ex-husband. It's really pathetic, you know?
I'm not clinging to him. If anything, I'm worried that he'll be the one clinging to me.
Yeah, right. Why would that be?
Don't you know? Richard is being fired tomorrow.
What are you talking about? He's not getting fired.
He's being officially dismissed at the end of the month. He'll be jobless by October, you know?
Hold up a minute. What are you saying? That can't be right. Richard getting fired. Do you think you can scare me with such a stupid lie, old lady? I know he can't be getting fired. He's the company president. There's no one with the power to fire him. Oh, you must have meant fired up for his big quarterly bonus or something?
No, there's no mistake. He's being fired. And there is someone with the power to fire him. Me. Don't you know I'm his boss?
Huh? The company president doesn't have a boss. What are you on about?
I see. There seems to have been a bit of a misunderstanding here. I think I know why you're so confused. Let me clear it up for you. Richard isn't the person in charge of Green Corporation.
How's that possible?
Well, I mean, he is the company president more or less, but there's a parent company of Green Corporation.
Huh? Parent company. Since when?
Since it was established. And I'm the managing director of the head office of that parent company. My subordinates are in charge of passing orders down to and generally managing Green Corporation. So you could say Richard is my subordinate's subordinate, to put it simply.
Huh? Richard is your subordinate? No, that's impossible. If that was true, then why would the company be in his name? It's Green Corporation after all. So how could he be your subordinate?
You've got it the wrong way around. Green isn't his last name, it's mine. I'm the daughter of the former CEO. When Richard and I got married, he took my name. The house I live in and my last name all come from my grandfather. So I hate to burst your bubble, but neither of you will be able to live here.
What? Are you serious? I haven't heard a word about any of this from Richie. He never said anything about a parent company or marrying into your family or whatever. Nothing.
It looks like you might have been tricked by him. He's a bit of a show-off and a compulsive liar. It's possible that in order to avoid you finding out that Green wasn't originally his name, he made up a reason on the fly to take the marriage papers to the town hall by himself.
No way. You're kidding, right?
Well, I suppose he'll just have to do his best to look for another job. After all, even if he becomes jobless, the amount of money he owes in the divorce won't change.
Screw you, old hag. How dare you do this? How can Richie possibly pay $100,000 if he's lost his job? Are you planning to take it by force or something?
You seem to be misunderstanding me again. The amount he owes isn't $100,000.
Oh, it's not?
Think about it for a second. Before Richard and I divorced, he spent a lot of money buying you gifts and taking you out, didn't he? That's what you told me. Wallets, bags, clothes, jewelry, expensive food. Not to mention staying in 5-star hotels.
Yeah, so what? What about it? That has nothing to do with anything.
While he may have been the company president of a subsidiary company, but do you really think he could afford to throw money around like that for a woman he was cheating with?
Of course he could.
I manage both the household finances and his salary. I would definitely have noticed if he was using his own money to pay for you. So, how do you think he managed to splurge so much on you while still putting money into the household finances like always?
Huh? I don't know. What are you getting at, old lady?
Well, let me cut to the chase. In order to spoil you with gifts and show off in front of you without being detected by me, he decided to use the company's money.
Huh? Are you serious?
While using his position as company president as a shield, he's been siphoning money from Green Corporation for years now. As much as I don't want to admit it, it seems to have been quite cleverly concealed. I never noticed a thing all this time. Thanks to you bringing his spending to my attention, we looked into it and discovered what was going on all this time behind the scenes. So, Richard had to be dismissed as a disciplinary measure. We made an example of him, so to speak. And I suppose he never told you that any of this was really going on? I almost pity you.
No, this can't be real. My head is spinning. So in short, all the presents he gave me, all the trips we went on, and all the hotels we stayed at were paid for with stolen money?
That's exactly right, yes. So let's see, between the child support, the alimony, and the compensation owed to the company, he owes $1.2 million in total. As you can see, it's a considerable amount, so he'll have to start paying it off as soon as possible.
Are you crazy? How is that even possible? 1.2 million?
Are you really that surprised? On top of all those branded clothes and handbags, he even bought you a luxury imported car. This isn't going to be settled by paying $100,000 or $200,000, you know.
It's too much, obviously. $1 million? Who could pay that?
And that's not all of it. That's just the amount that Richard owes. You owe $100,000. It seems like quite a small amount in comparison, doesn't it?
Wait, what? Why do I have to pay?
Isn't that what you promised? Anyway, that is what we decided the other week when we had our meeting at the restaurant to discuss the divorce procedure. You weren't there, so you didn't have any say in the process. But you did say you'd leave everything to him to figure out. So we just went ahead on what you'd already said.
No way! I shouldn't have to pay anything, obviously. I thought we agreed that Richard would pay everything, didn't we?
Ah, you're talking about when you said that Richard would pay for you.
Yes, exactly. You remember that conversation, right? Didn't we have an agreement about that?
Yes, I remember. But Richard won't be able to pay everything off himself. So you'll have to cooperate and pay off everything together. Is that understood?
Wait a minute. Hell no, it's not understood. I'm not paying a single cent. You hear me, old lady? I don't have anything to do with this.
Of course you do. How could you not? Don't you remember? You and Richard just became husband and wife. His debt is also your debt now. You can't run away from this even if you want to.
You can't just turn around and suddenly say that he's become unemployed or tell us to pay damages or whatever. That's crazy. What are we supposed to do about this?
Isn't it about time you just shut up and accept your faults? This behavior is beyond disgusting.
Huh? What?
You're a grown adult, so how about you act like it? You're the one who behaved badly, and yet you have the nerve to look down on me? Ordering me around, telling me to divorce my husband for you, leave my house for you, and so on? Thinking for whatever reason that Richard wouldn't be fired? Even when we were discussing the divorce, I thought you were strangely flippant about it. Birds of a feather flock together, I suppose. Both of you are thieves and stupid, entitled ones at that.
But I never thought that Richard would ever do anything to deceive me. How was I supposed to know things would turn out like this? What am I supposed to do now?
Are you a grown woman or not? Why can't you think about something like that for yourself instead of asking the ex-wife of the man you cheated with? All you have to do now is work on paying the money you owe me. That's it. Do you understand the position you're in yet, princess?
I'm sorry, okay? I'm really, really sorry. I don't have any money. I can't pay you. I just can't. Please just let me off the hook this one time. I'm a victim, just like you. Richard deceived me the whole time. All of this is his fault. Don't blame me.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is anymore. None of it has anything to do with me. I couldn't care less. You better stop wasting time trying to appeal to my better nature and get to paying off your debt. Anyway, I'm done here. I'm gonna block your number now.
Wait, please! You have to listen to me.
Goodbye, April.
Please forgive me.
Right after that, Richard was questioned by April about his disciplinary dismissal, and he realized that she knew everything. However, it was too late for either of them. She even came to my house in the middle of the night, as white as a sheet, and begged me to talk it over with her. But I told her there's nothing I had to say to her and sent her away. And just as I'd organized, the next day Richard was dismissed from his position as company president. Naturally, we charged him with paying back all the money he'd embezzled from the company as well. Richard was sent away, never to set foot on company grounds again, and we found an immediate replacement for him. He went to live with April for a while, but they ended up getting into fights because they'd attempt to sell each other's possessions to pay back the debt. After just 3 months of marriage, they decided to get a divorce. However, because of their disputes over the debt and who has ownership of the presents he bought her with company money, the divorce proceedings stalled and the whole situation has become a huge mess. Last I heard, they'd been abandoned by all of their friends and relatives, so they still have a long uphill battle ahead of them, it seems. As for me, I've been very busy taking care of my children and reviewing the management of Green Corporation's subsidiaries. However, I was able to cut out the poison from both home and work in one fell swoop, so I suppose all's well that ends well.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel.